Prior to the Great Flood, the deluge, Earth's axis was aligned with the constellation Draco and not the North Star, according to information from ancient maps and atlases. The term antediluvian is commonly understood today to mean ancient. However, flood is a clear term referring to the process of an area being submerged in water. The reason for its ambiguous use is uncertain, and linguists cannot pinpoint it with certainty. The concept of a global cataclysm occurring in historic times, akin to the biblical flood, has been extensively explored by proponents of alternative history. Numerous theories have been proposed, leading to the publication of hundreds of articles and the creation of thousands of videos. Various pieces of evidence, both direct and indirect, have been presented, yet definitive answers regarding the date, causes, or extent of such a disaster remain elusive. Mainstream science does not acknowledge these claims or the alleged disaster. It's posited that with confidence that the event took place in ancient times and possibly another around the early 19th century. However, no written documentation exists. Only oral traditions persist across different cultures, as with many as 600 references. Mainstream historians have shown little interest in these narratives. A shift in Earth's geography, the geographic poles, is suggested as one potential cause for the disappearance of ancient cultures and civilizations and the alteration of continental layouts. And this hypothesis prompted a proposed recurring model of pole shifts. This model suggests that the alignment of ancient structures towards the north, referring to an ancient geographic north rather than today's North Pole, varies, indicating that these structures were built in different time periods. The intersecting lines from the directional alignment of churches and cathedrals point to former pole locations. It's claimed that every ancient city exhibits this pattern, with temples oriented in various directions towards the north. The Earth's pole reversals, potentially analogous to the Zhany-Bekov effect observed by the cosmonaut in zero gravity, could result in North America becoming ice-covered due to a new geographical pole forming on its western coast. Such an event would likely involve shifts in the lithospheric plates and oceanic water movements, adhering to the principle of inertia, and this could lead to mountain formation and significant oceanic impacts on land, including giant tsunamis, and cause inland seas and lakes to spread across plains, reminiscent of the biblical flood narrative. The emergence of internal waters from subterranean seas along faults might exacerbate this catastrophe. Predicting the occurrence and timing of such an event remains speculative. Ancient star atlases may preserve the original position of the Earth's rotation axis, offering historical insight into the planet's celestial orientations. Constellations serve as markers. Currently, the Earth's axis of rotation points towards the North Star, situated at the extremity of Ursa Minor's tail. However, a Dürer depicted the starry sky center within the constellation Draco. In astronomy, the shift in the geographic pole's direction is attributed to the Earth's axial precession, which completes one full revolution in the celestial sphere approximately every 26,000 years. The precise figures are: the Earth's axial precession is gradual, occurring at a rate of 1 degree every 71.6 years. It will take 25,776 years for the pole to complete a full circle. Additionally, there is a nutational movement, which is a variation in the Earth's angle of inclination to the ecliptic plane. Nutation varies between a minimum of 22.1 degrees and a maximum of 24.5 degrees. Currently, the axial tilt is 23 degrees 27 minutes and is progressively increasing. Over the span of 500 years, the age of these celestial atlases, the Earth's axis is expected to have shifted by nearly 7 degrees. Similarly, the Dutch cartographer Frederik de Wit also produced a comparable map around 1670. The center to which Earth's axis points lies within the constellation Draco. However, it's peculiar that the latitudinal parallels are not drawn from this center, but rather from the point near the North Star. This may represent the transition between the old and new poles in the celestial sphere. There are numerous atlases and maps that depict the location of Earth's rotation axis, and there are various examples here. The term antediluvian is commonly understood today to mean ancient, but the flood is a clear term referring to the process of an area being submerged underwater. And the reason for this ambiguous use is uncertain, and linguistics cannot pinpoint it with certainty. Now, these atlases and maps seem unrelated to the concept of pole shift. However, in the 16th century atlas by A. Dürer, the geographic pole is not marked. Could it have coincided with the ecliptic pole? And after a shift, did the North Star become the new center? This is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comment, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.